We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11, Agate. Hey. Think right open. 11.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
All right, let's go. Go, let's go. Here we go, Samoa.
Lawrence will throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Go. Think right.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Hey, kill. 30 left.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right?
To the right side and intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
They're right here.
Again, it's Achane. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Ready.
Now Tua. Gets this one to Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Go ahead. Let's go.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Take right open. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack.
15-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Hamler, the motion man left. Here's Tua. Room past the 35, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And it'll be a big hit at the end of this one, but it's also a big play as he's able to hang on to the football.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Got it. Ready? On red.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Jaguars.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brenton Strange, 36 yards. And the Jaguars take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
At the 35-yard line.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hey, let's go. Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
30 left. 13 loop.
Now Lawrence to throw. Loose inside the 30. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
I'm red. Hey, I'm gone.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Hey, get set. 21G. Out.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A run straight ahead with Etienne. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On first down, back to Etienne. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fool them with the inside run.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, hit it. East right, snow. Ready,
They'll go Madison up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ready. Solo left Zion. What?
Tua going to throw. Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Go, go, let's go. Hey, go, go. Go, go. 11, 11. Go, go. Silver.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins 6.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
They're going deep for Hill. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
Hey, Lion.
Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Safe right. Go.
Lawrence will throw. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Brian Thomas, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. From the gun, it's Tua. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Second down and 3. Tua to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. Now Tua. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34.
13, Lou.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. Brian Thomas making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Jags have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he'll be taken down right away up near midfield at the 47. Here's Tua. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Take right open.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, this could start getting a little more interesting.
After the turnover, it's Tua. Complete to right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
Go ahead.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Go ahead. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Powering his way forward. And the Jaguars will take over here just shy of the 30. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way up.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Here's Logan Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he fields it cleanly. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
44.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Complete, Smith has it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. This 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Brings up third down.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.